Oh wait, weren't we supposed to figure out how I'm supposed to be able to host it on my channel too? Later.
Later. Well. There you go. Starting out the stream right with a welcome.
Hello, people I'm not allowed to pick fights with. Welcome to more art because Koneko said so.
Love how you throw me under the bus immediately.
I'm joined here by Redison. What?
What? Don't do that.
I'm joined here by Redison.
What's up?
Some small folk lady, from YouTube land and Twitchville.
Twitchville.
And I'd like to welcome you to our art stream. We are picking up where we left off because I'm a sore loser and I actually want to finish one of my art pieces for once in my goddamn life.
Yes, the reigning lady that licks her hand.
The Licky Palm Lady.
The Licky Palm Lady. We're doing Japanese folklore art. So.
Yeah, so I'm finishing that while Redison the first time around was not sure who she really wanted to draw, so I made the best out I could for her and told her to draw 2 people. So she's doing her second person who isn't related to toilets at all.
Yeah, I did, the last one was the blue and red, toilet paper guy. I forgot his name. It's Akamantho?
I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. And then, now I'm doing, her name got blotched out with water somehow. But, the sun goddess is what she's called right here. She's on the side of the screen there. So, I'm going to be doodling her. Trying my best to be the best of reds. It is so toasty today.
Yeah, so you need my last little...
I can grab your last photo from our Facebook chat. Give me a second. I'll pull that up. I was gonna say,
you want to send it again. Okay, fair enough.
Grab it real quick. Just cleaned out all my folders. Where is Koneko?
I can send it again. Okay. I have my own folder apparently, guys. She's stalking me, saving pictures of me, and she knows how to hang out in mostly nothing, so that's inappropriate. Oh no.
What?
Promise.
What? What? What are you talking about? How'd you know I took off my sweater?
Just the truth. No, oh my god, babe, no.
You like...
The stream is falling apart.
You like accused me of that. I just took off my sweater to cool off.
I accused you of having inappropriate pictures of me.
Oh, okay.
The stream is falling apart.
Oh my god, that was great.
It's like, how did you know I was stripping? Excuse me?
Red, no.
This is the last thing we need.
I thought you were stalking me for a second. I was like, oh no. I didn't do it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Back into my webcam. Oh no.
Oh,
she knows too much.
She knows too much. Don't do it. We'll block out the ad there. There is Koneko's. Oh, nice. Fit right next to the screen. Beautiful.
Yeah, I like it when it fits. Help. Help me. I'm in my own personal hell where I won't stop talking and I won't shut up. I believe I did it for my mother.
Oh, do you know?
Who luckily is not sitting with me in the same room as me while we're doing this. Um, she decided to dump her workplace drama on me and then leave. So that was the norm, really. I mean, who doesn't do that on a daily basis to me sometimes, you know? Definitely my mom.
And you do it right back to me, so
Anywho,
I think it's fair.
you know, I only tell you about important things, like how disrespectful these people are at work, and how my wrath will be revived.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, wait, I did this exact same thing. You're right. You're right. You're right.
We all have an essence of our mother somewhere in us.
Mom dissing. We're mom dissing this day. Right shit about your mom, and if your mom's dead, I think you win. In a very sad way.
God
But
damn
I
it.
think you win. And all you got are awkward laughs and a lot of tears coming out of my eyes because now I'm very sad.
That's why you have to bring up. Oh gosh.
So,
Go, Neko.
I'm going to hell. I'm slowly sinking for. I told you, I'm in my own personal hell where I won't stop talking.
I just keep on going. Make it
Things
stop.
worse. I make inappropriate jokes and it makes people upset, and then the only thing I can do is just keep digging a hole so they'll never want to talk to me ever again. And I'm like, that's fair. How relatable.
I'm so good at stick figure life. Anyways, I'm going to do these. Okay. Just leave her face big. I'm fine with this.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What color is the umbrella?
Black? Blue? Green?
It's brown.
Oh, I was completely off.
Traditional umbrella brown. Girl is brown. Put some black accents in here. So Dead by Daylight was interesting.
Oh yeah, I forgot you played last night.
So I did a round. I was playing as killer, of course, and throwing points into my survivor. My the second killer I'm going to be playing as eventually. I'm not doing it the fair way. Is the nurse.
I'm so proud of you.
Considering I can't be the other invisible one, I guess I'll just go with the nurse.
The other invisible one? What's the other invisible one again?
It's a spirit.
Oh, the other teleporty one.
No, she doesn't teleport. That's the hag. The spirit can go invisible, remember?
Yeah, she goes invisible, but she, like, teleports somehow. Unless I'm just...
Well, that's when you go invisible and you move, Red. I'm not sure if you noticed that, but people can teleport that way.
Oh, well, shit.
Going invisible and then moving and then becoming visible again. I don't want to alarm you, but it's possible.
Possible? Huh. Screwing up.
Anywho, so I was playing as I don't even remember what his nickname is, but whatever. The Wrath or something like that?
Yeah, the Wrath.
Wrath. I was playing as Bellboy.
Sorry, Wraith. His name's not Wrath,
The
that's
Bellboy. Oh shit, Wrath was the Wraith. Here we go. Yeah, I was the Bellboy. And I couldn't bring myself after a while to kill people, sacrifice them properly. So the first one, we got into a game, and then one of them immediately disconnected, and I was like, well, it's no fun only having 3 people off the bat. So I found one of the survivors, and I kind of just was like, oh, there's a survivor, and they threw that stupid plank thing down again. And so I just kind of stared at him. He didn't run away. He just stared at me too. And then he pointed at the plank, so I kicked it down. And then he was waving me to follow him, and I literally spent the entire time just kicking down the planks and collecting points while they just kind of ran around me, so I got some chase points.
That's nice of them.
That was the heartwarming one. The other one, I kind of just gave up halfway because I just felt bad because I hooked this one chick twice and I could have hooked her again, but I was just like, this isn't even really fun right now. I mean, chasing all these other people would be more fun, but every time I'd find one of them, they'd just kind of like freeze and like look at me like, please don't do it.
Just don't do
like,
it. We know you're gonna
go. And so, like, literally halfway through, I stopped killing, hunting, or really even hitting anyone. I just went around kicking those stupid planks. I fucking hate them.
Yeah.
Because the chick I almost killed was one of the people that used the flashlight. And I was like, I'm gonna fucking kill you if you do it again. I swear to God. And they didn't. And I was so happy. Because they realized that the second, the first time I hooked them was right after they put the flashlight in my eye, and I hit him a couple of times after hooking them, and then I walked away.
Yeah.
So the second time, she didn't flash me, and I just hooked her, and then walked away. No, someone came to save her, and I just went like, go ahead, and then walked away. Like I made eye contact, basically, with them.
Wow, I'm terrible at art.
And then walked away.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Don't you lie to me.
This is why I kept trying to get you to draw every day. You're one of those slippery people who they do really good and then they get lazy for a little bit and their ability goes woo for a while and you have to really warm up. I'm not like that at all. I started off on your little project immediately. No, I did have to scrap one of them because I couldn't draw. I don't know what the scrapped one looks like because I lost my paper. It got taken from.
Oh,
anyway, my mom arrived and that's the last thing I remember. Then I woke up on the ground. I know, I'm just kidding.
Like every horror movie starts out. Where the heck am I?
I'm in a Saw movie. Yay. My mom keeps talking to me and she won't shut up. This is hell. Ah!
He knew. He just knew. He knew how to torture me.
Yeah. I played around and, you know, as I do, I let them leave at the end of the round if they manage to open the door. And this chick, like, crouches down and walks up to me and I'm just like, okay, you know, that happens, you know, they're like, oh, I'm getting right next to the killer, ooh, scary, you know?
Yeah.
I wonder if he's gonna hit me. Ah, he didn't hit me, haha. No, she started giving the killer character a blowjob and I'm like,
dear Lord.
oh, poor thing.
Oh, poor thing.
This is not working.
This is not what kind of killer I am.
To be honest, I tried to be a big scale weed killer on that one thing where like I just stopped trying to kill people halfway through. Because they made the one of the generators pop, right?
Yeah.
Make a loud noise, and I went over, and there was two of the same character, and they were crouched down next to this generator. They turned around and look at me, and I was we were in that one place where it's like the gas station area, and they were back into that one where there was no escape except for where I was. So they kind of just turned around and looked at me like, please don't. And I just stared at them, and then one person, they were both like injured, and so one healed the other one all the way up and then looked at me again, and I just went, just heal the other one, god damn it, and I walked away. So they're healing each other. And I walk up to the other group, and and they just like stare at me, and then they get up and then they point at the generator and they point at me, and then they go back to fixing the generator. One of them walks up to me like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm just like, I swear to God, I really want to kill these people, but at the same time, it's just too sad.
Yeah, right.
So I'm like, I just decided, sometimes you need an easy one where the killer isn't going to kick your ass all the time or be an asshole all the time. I could be fairly disappointing, though, I guess, to some people. If they're serious players, they can say that I'm not playing the game properly, and report me for that.
Yeah.
But hey, now I'm chasing you. I chased in the beginning. I chased you from your generators. I broke down the generators. I hit a couple of you. I hooked some of you twice. I just gave up and was just letting you guys do whatever the fuck. I guess I don't know. You guys are crazy kids. Kind of whole thing. But yeah, no. I was just having some fun. Didn't expect a blowjob out of it, but whatever.
Didn't
Really
expect
appropriate.
that.
Oh no, don't do that. I'm the killer, don't you know that's a bad idea? Oh. But yeah, no, I wanna be the kinda fun killer. You have that one experience where you're like the killer just, did this, or the killer did that, or the killer. What I wanted to do, and no one let me do. These guys chased me around because they all wanted the hatch cake for some odd reason. I don't know what that was all about. But I wanted to get this one chick who was on her third hook. I wanted to get her down, and I wanted to throw her over my shoulder and just walk around with her for a little bit. But I wasn't. They never let me.
You never let me do things anymore.
They didn't let me. So mean. Almost as mean as me hitting you that one time. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember it.
You're gonna close the fucking. What was it? You're gonna close the. I'm doing this wrong. You're gonna be mean and close the hatch on me, aren't you? No, I swear, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, and then you get close and I just fucking hit you. Then.
Look, that's what you get.
Like, yeah, so you're gonna play that, then I'm going down out of the hatch. Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Red.
She's like, I don't know if you had any healing items on you or not.
I did not actually.
So it would just be you bleeding out, so whatever. Whatever the Redison wanted, the Redison got. Ooh-ha. But I'm not sure if I'm getting very much better with my editing or not. Whether or not you like it. Like, in the sense of it's improving and not just you like it because I did it. And you're pity liking it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Red, you would never pity like something
Oh,
to make
no,
people feel
never.
a little better.
Never.
You've done it at least twice to me, Red. How could you? No, but what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Tell me.
My thoughts? Budging up right now, and I don't know how I want the sun goddess at the moment.
I feel that. Now, about my editing.
Oh, about your editing? I like it. I like that there's like a little outro song now. And sometimes when you poke in with some of your subtitles and like, this is what we are like right now, and I'm like, yay. Like, we've been playing for 9 hours straight so far, and so we're a little tired. We might be brain dead.
You're not here right now. For some odd reason, Willow Boris and Redison are talking about soap, of all things. Don't know why they're doing it, but they are.
Perfect.
Yeah, because you were doing it right over his dialogue, and I'm like, I'm not cutting that.
Okay. Not cutting that you're talking about soap right now, guys. I know. Because
Proper time.
slippery.
I'll give you a hint. Not when you were recording. I was like, oh, but this is the only time I feel compelled to talk to her about soap. That's not my fault. Talk to it when you actually are funny and fun to collab with. Oh wait, never. I'm making jabs. No, I get it. You replaced me with him, with
Oh my
being your
god.
lover and recording with him now. And is okay. I won't cry too hard.
You're a hooligan.
Always have been, always will be. I don't know. Do you want to know what he thought he did just to rub it in my face?
What?
He played Minecraft today with his friends.
Oh.
A blatant jab at my current situation. I mean, how insensitive could you go? How dare you play one of your own games that you bought, that you want to play with your friends that you've had for years and have been playing this game with for years? How dare you? It's so inconsiderate. You want to know what my biggest enemy is when it comes to art?
Yourself.
Straight lines. What? Did you say soap?
Yourself.
Oh, myself. No. Definitely soap. No, it's straight lines.
So
Can't fucking draw straight. Soap is now my nemesis. Ah. I don't know how shading works, to be honest. It's just something I attempt, and I don't do very well, but I still did that one word. What was it called? Oh yeah, attempt.
cold attempt.
Always attempt things
I
that
had a
you are
weird,
interested in.
a weird dream today.
Oh?
So
Yeah, soap.
I was back as a young wee lass that I was in the teenager years.
Young Redling, I see.
And my
Fletcher Red.
parents and I moved into this giant mansion.
If only.
If only. Well, we babysitted a mansion before, so I've lived in a mansion, a mini mansion, once upon a time ago. Fun stories. So what happened was that there was this area where there was this room that was up in the attic area, and like part of it was like just decayed a little bit, and it was kind of disturbing. Like you felt like something was there, like an off feeling, like just period. And the
So
like
a whole horror movie thing, yeah?
yeah, a whole horror movie thing. And so every time that I went up there, like strange things would happen, like ghosty stuff and all this like things that you just don't want to happen, like in this little cupboard space that there was across the room area. And it was just entity came out of it. Certain entities. At first, it was like this ghost lady, and I was like, I'm not scared of you. And then, like, I freaked out and ended up crying, and my stepdad was there. Are you alright? And then I remember my stepdad breaking my phone with his steel toe boot. I was like so confused. I'm like, hey. He's like, why was your phone on the floor? And I'm like, I don't know. And it's like,
Hey, like, I didn't do it on purpose.
for some odd reason, I kept being so addicted to going up there to see what.
Because that is what you would do in real life. I'm not gonna lie. That just sounds like something you would do.
Oh yeah. I was just like so interested to figure out what was going on. I guess I tempt fate in real
That's
life
besides
too.
the
I'm
point. Yeah.
So, and it was
No.
just, I don't know. It was weird, and I would just have this entity come out, and I was just always trying to interact with this entity. Like, I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you. And it's just like, and then I woke
Love
up,
me,
and I was
Grandma.
like, I want to know why was I dreaming of this? What was the thought process in my brain on this one? It was a weird dream.
What would it be like if you lived in a mansion and you wanted to befriend a ghost and the ghost didn't want anything to do with you? What would that be
That'd be
like?
like.
Go. And you're like, yeah, just a normal Tuesday, to be honest.
Let's go
Koneko was
on.
not surprised.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a weird dream, definitely. And I woke up and then I was like, life.
And then Koneko was just like, hey,
Hey.
you want to do anything? And you're like, maybe.
Maybe.
I can't tell.
I love how I do the brush effect on my screen all the time, like I'm wiping away pencil markings, but that's not how this works anymore. It's like a force of habit now.
Just, you do you. Do whatever makes you happy. And if brushing away invisible stuff makes you feel better, then brush away invisible stuff. Or wives tells you to put pillowcases on the pillows. You can get a divorce. Sorry, I had to get that one off my chest.
It was there haunting you, right?
Well, it was malicious compliance video with Sorrow TV, and it was just a little segment where he was like, you could comply anywhere. Like, if you're forced to do this, then just do this. And it was like a little twisted version of it. Like, your homeowner association forces you to put like make it so you can't see your trash cans from the road. Just do it, and it's just like a painting of trash cans on this on a canvas in front of the trash cans. And then one of them is like, or, and it was about the pillowcases, and the person put they took the pillowcases out and they laid it on top of two pillowcases on top of two pillows. Didn't put the pillows in the pillowcases. And it's like, or you could get a divorce.
Oh my gosh.
It's easy. I don't think I like what I did there because that doesn't make any sense. I did it wrong. Okay, yeah, there we go. And then I want to do it on a separate layer. Now that I'm thinking about doing this properly.
I don't do anything properly in my world.
So, did you find yourself a man that's good to you, nice to you, sweet to you, treats you like you should be treated?
Yeah.
And shut up. Sorry.
Shut up.
Don't rub it in. Not all of us can have knight in shining armor, damn it.
My knight in shining armor I met on GTA, come on.
You hear that, chickadees? You want a knight in shining armor? Date yourself a gamer. Not a nice guy gamer, just a gamer.
Just a gamer.
Watch out for this. Watch out for those nice guys. They like to pretend they're good people. But really, they're trash. I watch a lot of nice guy videos. Did I mention Sorrow TV earlier? Because I'd like to mention Sorrow TV again if I haven't.
You have.
Sorrow TV. Sorrow TV. hasn't been doing very much content because he's depressed and sad. But also saying,
Also sing. I've been doing content because I feel like it's fun.
I have to figure out what I want her eye color to be though. What should her eye color be?
Her eye color. Maybe like a odd like bright blue or like white.
White equals gray.
Yeah.
Ah! You say do it to Messenger. Okay, where is face? Skin tone is down here.
And why do I always make the head like more tinier than it needs to be?
I don't know, because you're not drawing with shapes, and I will always default to that answer. Because I learned how to draw with drawing with shapes. I also draw big heads sometimes. Don't often do small heads though.
Yeah.
So that's it. Oh. Do it over. Do
Oh
it
God, I have
over.
a pink over 1,000.
Yeah, you did it. How does she look?
Look good.
Thank you.
I like it. Very pretty.
Thank you. I try sometimes. Go up again. Clip this part of it. Da, da, da. What in the world is going on?
I don't know, but what I do know is ping hit over 1,000.
What?
The our internet connection got really shitty.
Oh. Yay! Did you hear that, Red?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, we're getting great connection over here. 10 stars.
It's because there's a storm.
Because it smells good in here. Fucking storms always make it smell good in here. But making my connection shitty.
I was removed from my own game.
Oh, I see what you're talking about, Red. That's because she does have a small head. and a long neck and broad shoulders.
I do have very broad shoulders.
Some of these that I mentioned aren't necessarily a problem. I just want you to know that not all of that is a problem.
I am a picky little reddy. Okay.
It's threatening my life.
That is not what happened here.
Nope, guys, she is trying to hurt me. Help. I have the hunger. That might be a vampire. I'm just hungry. I'm sorry, guys, that aren't watching or paying attention. I'm going to talk to Hitori now. Hitori is the only one that can save me in this situation. Hitori, what do you want to eat?
I don't know. I'm going to the store today.
You were supposed to go to the store yesterday.
So I was going to forget.
That's what you, I guess, have decided. Thanks for letting me know your plan.
I thought
With
that's
my
what
money.
we were doing.
No, we were supposed to do it yesterday. I just said that. In his own world again. He thought he knows how to make plans, but not know how to share them with the other people. Don't do that to significant others. It's kind of taboo. If you do though, do it once or twice, do not do it every single fucking time. But you make someone like me cry while murdering you. And I don't want to leave any evidence behind, so don't make me do that. Anywho, I'm working on the clothes now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what are you working on, Red?
I don't know. Why don't you look?
Red, you can't just do that. Red, stop. Red, no. What the fuck are you doing?
Art.
Covering it in orange isn't going to solve anything.
Yes, it is. I gotta wait for it to load. It's having issues.
Yeah. Is it raining over there too?
Huh? No. The program has to load.
Program. I have the tired and have the need sleep. I woke up late. I messed up my sleep schedule yet again. I tried so hard to get my shit together. It never will happen. Let me know if there's more than one loser in the chat, okay? I'm talking about shit if there's no one here. Guys are so mean to me. All I ever do is vomit out stuff to make you guys entertained, and then you don't even come to be entertained.
Don't even come in the showroom.
Such. What?
What?
If you build it, he will come, and I built it, and no one came. All they did was pass by with funny looks on their face.
Yeah.
And they said, "What that? That's gay." I don't understand. The LGBT community would support my decision. Y'all need a lot more gayness in your life, just saying. Oh look, there's someone else in the chat.
Oh no.
Here I am just mumbling off about nothing in general, and here we are. Oh boy. Do you think I'll win this time with my, like, already half done beginning?
Who are you talking to?
You're the only one that can respond quickly enough.
Oh.
They have a delay of a few, seconds at least.
Yeah?
Yeah. Do you think I'll win?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're already working on your background though, right?
Yeah.
Fuck. Can I just win?
Can I just win once in a while?
Ah, da, 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 da. Fuck. Well, what do you want me to talk about?
I don't.
You make this job so much harder.
I do.
Have you ever made one single part of my job easy for me?
Yeah.
No. What would that be?
Living.
Obtaining a computer, that's about it. You gave me a computer just to torture me with it. Ah.
Told you it wasn't good.
I feel so alive for the very first time. I can't deny it. I feel so alive. I went too dark on that one. Great sadness. I think I can fly. Yay. Sometimes I'm told I should take a long walk off a short pier. I did that once. I nearly drowned. Don't like that idea.
What are you singing?
I wonder. Nothing. I'm just. Stuff's popping in my head and I'm just trying to
Entertain.
get it out. If you haven't noticed, I can't listen to Livin' the Death Note song, so I'm doing the best I can, okay, with the voices in my head.
With the voices in your
References
head.
that are
You just gonna stir crazy a
I
little
don't
bit
actually have. I guess I'm kind of concerned about what's going on at work, but I'm borderline workaholic, and I don't know how to not calm down after a while. So
Yeah.
That's why I started working more for you. I'm gonna have a few days off. I better get to work. Yay! Might as well slave all my time away with the resin and try to think of things to say when she doesn't want to talk during these live streams.
I'm sorry.
She just keeps quiet and tries to win against me. Even though, you know.
It's not. Just. I don't know. I just end up
Help!
getting in a focused mood and just.
Is that how you're gonna justify it?
Yep.
I get focused. And I don't know how to use my fingers and my hands and my mouth at the same time. We're talking about art, people. I use my finger. I'm using my phone to do my art. That's why it's so crappy.
It's not that bad. Calm down.
No.
Give yourself more credit.
At no point am I ever calm anymore. I swear, I'm just mad all the time again. It's like Job Corps all over again.
Just like
Anger, angst. Job Corps made me who I am today. It made me mad at society. I didn't know Savage took over my body for a second there. Oh, Lord. Last thing we need is a Savage Koneko, right? Oh, goodness mercy. Savage a good person, though. Savage a good person.
Yes.
Savage a good person. Savage is not as much as a good place. Not a good place, Savage. No good place, Savage. Only good person, Savage. Savage.
Savage. Just
Do
mention
you know where
more
Savage,
Savage.
Montana is?
Huh?
Do you know where Savage, Montana is, though?
No.
Don't know where Savage, Montana is. So you go over towards North Dakota, and you go up to Sidney, Montana, which is where my father lives. I don't care about giving this information out. You want to go hunt down my father, do it. I don't care. But you go up towards, so you have to go to like Glendive, Montana, then you go up and turn where there's Sidney. And about, I want to say 30 minutes from Sidney, Montana, there is a small town. You literally drive through the main road like you would, Darby, or just a small town where they're on that main road. And that main road's also the highway at the same time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Savage. It's like you drive right through Savage. It's not impressive by any means. I don't even know if there's any pretty people there, or if it's just a very sad and depressing place like Sidney, Montana. I don't know if any of my friends, if I had friends in high school. It's kind of a blur. I don't know if any of my friends still live in Sidney, Montana, but that place was a train wreck ever since that teacher, so yay. But Sidney is okay. Sydney's a lot like the town I live in right now, but like suspicious. More so.
Mm-mm.
I couldn't get a job over in Sydney because I was like half black. That part of Montana just is not too open to diversity, and it's sad. Like, and I don't say that just to try to fake any kind of racial bias in a specific area. I literally applied to job after job, and every time I went in to apply, they gave me a look like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, I'm applying for a position. Your specific location is hiring for. I think you would know about it.
Something to do, right?
You'd hear, "Oh, we need more people," and then expect some people to walk in with, "No, no, 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 no. You wouldn't. Of course you wouldn't." I ended up not getting hired at the same company I worked for, but the Sydney version of it. They wouldn't hire me, and they said it was because, well, my father said it was because I was pregnant, which is also illegal. So things just aren't looking up for Sydney. I have no plans of going back there at all, except to see to see that one high school librarian that I accidentally tricked into buying a bunch of mom.
What?
Oh, poor man. I tricked I don't know if no, I tricked him. I tricked him into buying a bunch of the Skip Beat mangas. Yeah, I expanded my school's manga section senior year. I don't think he's particularly mad, though.
Yeah.
It was that, or I would try to expand the Stephen King section, and manga goes a little further than Stephen King, so net positive. Oh my goodness, my shading is always so freaking dark. I've kind of just accepted my dark shading as just part of my art style, and totally not me being shitty at art. help. He looked at me inside again.
Art is not shitty.
Yeah, that's what you say.
It's not, though.
Fred, don't you join them!
My opinion. It's my art, my opinion. And if I can't figure out how to shade properly, then my art is shit. De facto.
It's not a fact, but okay.
Straight facto.
No. No fact, though.
Yes. Yes, straight facts. You'll understand when I show you, which I'll show you in a few seconds. I'm being lifted. He got on the air mattress and he lifted me up. I bounced a bit. I was scared. So you can what? Walk on mountains, whatever. I don't do those songs. I do songs like Living the Death Note. Really, that's the songs I do. Death Note. Trying to figure out. The next one is the sash. Oh. Haha, subpar coloring skills. Yay. Oh lord. Well. How's my shading skills?
Skittles?
Yeah, how is it?
I'm looking.
Yeah, you are. And, you better be.
Looks good. I don't know why you bitching.
Because it looks really dark, but I don't have my phone's brightness all the way up. No, it still looks dark to me. And, well, my main problem is that I make the skin tone just too horribly dark. Awful shit. I do a bad job sometimes, all the time.
No.
Yes. You literally don't have a say in this, right?
They do.
You don't. It's my art. I say beard. It's beard.
I say whatever.
If you support my art, you're a hater.
Oh my gosh.
If you go and look at this and go, it's really good, you're a hater, and I can't have that kind of negativity in my life.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's just not good. I shouldn't have to accept your opinions on my art.
I only have my own
if
opinions.
If I like the art and you don't like the art, then you could go bite it, you know. But if I dislike my art and you advocate for my art, you can also go bite it. You have no power here.
Your powers to the dark side.
It was a completely different reference, but okay.
I am a person who doesn't care.
You just applied a line from The Lord of the Rings straight to Star Wars.
Perfect.
Fuck hell. Come on. I can't be the nerd face of this frickin'
Oh, and I'm
channel.
I'm the nerd face.
I'm not pretty enough to sell my face.
That's.
My looks do not equate to yours. You are the face. You are practically the face.
No.
An executive decision that I've made for you.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay, then don't use your webcam.
I'm not using my webcam.
Don't ever use it again.
Okay. We'll be broke forever.
You know you know you're gonna use it. You
Well,
wanna know why? Because you literally bought it to be used.
yeah, or it's just gonna sit there. Never to be.
I said no.
Gunyago said no. She told me not to.
You're making me feel bad for making her feel bad. That's called a guilt trip. You should not listen to my guilt trips.
Don't listen to your guilt trips.
That's awful. You should listen to me.
No.
Oh shit. Watch me go circles around you. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. Love me.
Ah, if only I was capable of big love. Anyway.
Oh my goodness.
Not the words. Oh my god. Oh, I can't find what tool I want to use. It just keeps switching through everything. I go for the blur tool, and I go straight to, for some odd reason, it goes straight to the eraser, like, your job wasn't good enough, get out. And then when I went, no, I want the blur tool that is under the eraser, it went, oh, I get you. You want the text tool under the blur tool, correct?
Right? Is that what you were aiming for?
I, just like any other, like, normal woman, enjoy when even my devices don't listen to me. And they said that it can't be done to make technology more human.
More human. Dear Lord. Okay.
Self-desecrating humor. Not to be mistaken for self-defecating humor. One of those means that you're ruining the other, and one means that you're taking a shit. Had to explain that to someone at least once. It was an awkward conversation. Defecate is to shit, basically.
Yeah.
I think it was the same coworker that likes to say he shits himself, but I can't say that 100%.
Yeah, you can't say that for sure.
Because every time I hear something about poop humor, it just reminds me of him, so.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He's forever in my mind as Dally Boy Poop Humor. Because that's just what he is. He's Dally Boy Poop Humor. What do I have to do after I'm done with the sash? Oh boy. I still have to do this. I have to do the skin tone, which is the hardest for me not to make too dark. What is my phone going for? I got a new cleaning job in my town. Thanks.
Thanks, phone.
Indeed works wonders. He thought he's also getting hit on by a bot, one of those adult dating sites, probably. Sad. Number 5, hard. Gladly. Still nothing in chat. Still maybe one person watching. Thanks for the pity view.
You're welcome.
Damn it, Red, don't do this to me. I don't have this kind of... I don't have this good level of optimism in my body at this point. I'm not having a good feeling about playing Dead by Daylight later with how the interwebs wants to act around me.
Yeah.
Don't like this at all.
You don't?
Damn. Well, there's some weird thing going on with my lining and my colors, where basically I didn't color up to the line for either color. And I don't know how that's possible. I'm not sure if any of this is making sense to you.
I don't know if I know how to art.
Yeah, I'm just glancing over what you're doing.
Yeah.
I have a lot of questions. I don't think any of them have any definite answers at this point.
Yeah. Glad.
Definitely abstract art or new age art. I don't know what it would be. It's art. It's technically art.
It's technically art.
Ignore me. I do mainstream manga style art. I don't even count as an artist.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just a copycat.
I am just trying to do my best at this point, because I don't know what I'm even.
I mean, for your best, still pretty good. Good. It's like I said, I do manga style, so it's not my cup of tea, but it's good. It's better than what my mom can do, and she can only draw stick figures. I know that's like really pushing that bare minimum, but sometimes knowing someone else can only do the bare minimum helps me sleep at night.
Yeah, helps you get through the day that way.
I said sleep at night, but that works too. Helps me sleep during the day as well, if you really think about it. I do bare minimums. Ah! Teeth hurt again.
Oh no.
Donate money to my PayPal, so I can get better teeth. And, no, don't send me any money. I don't deserve it. I don't do this shit.
Don't do it for free.
I used to do free art requests. I used to do that. And then I got too lazy to do art requests, so I wanted to get paid for them. And then no one wanted my art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's turning out. Alright.
Yes.
Just getting there.
Yeah, it's hard. I don't understand for those do it for exposure people, because it's like, dude, take you whatever you're doing, whatever you take your time to do and make money with, and then just have someone say do it for exposure. Just do it so that people know you're doing it. Isn't that enough? The answer is always going to be no, because I'd rather be doing other shit than whatever you want me to do for free. And if you're upset that an artist actually wants to make money for the time they're doing this art thing with, and that upsets you somehow, draw it yourself. Seriously. Draw it yourself, and if you don't like how it turns out, then now you understand why you need to pay for the services. Because if anyone could do it, then an artist wouldn't need to be selling their art, or saying, "Hey, I'll do art for money." If anyone could do it, if anyone could do it well, I mean, everyone can draw a stick figure, but how many people can draw a sexy stick figure? If you're one of those people, DM me. I have a request. Anyway, everyone can do something, but not everyone can do it well. Like, everyone can have sexual relations with a Pringles can, but I don't think anyone can really do it successfully. Yeah, I stole a joke. That's what some comedians do. I'm not a comedian, though. I'm just... Can I go to sleep yet?
Yeah. You want?
Kind of just ask myself that every day. Can I just go to sleep yet?
Go to sleep.
And the funny thing is that everyone at my work equally wants to go to sleep. We all just want to leave and take a nap in the middle of the fucking day. Or just go home and just curl up into bed and pass out. Every single time. It's hilarious and sad at the same time. I mean, the job isn't particularly easy, but it's not mind-numbingly difficult either.
Yeah.
It's a nice in-between where it keeps you busy, but you sure as hell not making a 4-figure salary for it. And just, we all just want to go home, and it just makes me feel like we're all just really sad people. But we're just people who are tired. It's great. Making pizzas is great. Dealing with people because those people are upset because we haven't opened the dining hall. I mean, people literally got mad because we didn't open up the freaking dining room so that they could come in and touch things with their potentially disease-ridden fingers. Like, it was a definite push of I want to feel like a king. Come and serve me, kind of feeling I got from some of these people. And I'm like, no. Some of us have kids, young kids, we're very much worried about. And even if we don't have young kids that we specifically aren't very much worried about, we're worried about all the other coworkers, very young kids.
Yep.
So, no, we don't feel like opening the dining room just yet. Where my job specifically are they're waiting for more restrictions to be lifted before opening the dining room. And I don't blame them. Like I said, should have been on the phone call with these jokers, just like, do the usual spiel. Thank you for calling the place I work at. My name is my official name. That's on my birth certificate.
No social.
It's like, would you like to? No social numbers. Thank you. Would you like your order to be, carry out or delivery order? And the person was just like, I was wondering if your dining rooms are open yet. And I'm like, no, they're not. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, okay, bye, and just hangs up. And I'm like,
Really?
what? Yeah, they're like actually genuinely mad that it wasn't open, and I'm like, what the hell? The other people that called ended up being like, oh, okay. Well, yeah, the one dude's just like, how dare you not open up your dining room? Can't you see my kids are starving because they can't get their pizza? Oh no.
Oh no.
I just wanted to, get a $10. I just wanted to be able to take $10 in tips home with me. So, if you're not going to order anything, please go away. I don't need that level of negativity in my life. And then after work, I was going to relax with a nice, gigantic gas station cup full of Mountain Dew because I make good health choices. Just trying to enjoy. They had this like strawberry one, so like a pink one.
Mhm.
But he took his normal green, and I had a pink one. This one lady was like, "Is your dining hall or dining room open yet?" And I'm like, no." She's like, "Oh, well, I can't wait until it is. I really like your buffets." I'm like, didn't want to say, like, I was really close to, but I didn't. It was just like, we're probably not going to be doing any buffets for quite a while because none of you know how to follow arrows.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, I was thinking, oh, we're capable of, glancing down and figuring out how to do shit and listening to directions, right? The answer is no, because I went up to the big city near me,
Yeah.
and went to like what was it? TJ Maxx or something, some clothing store for fancy-ish clothes. My mom took me shopping against my will while I didn't really want to stand because I technically still worked the next day and my legs always get tired when I stand for too long. I have weak legs, people. Mostly really weak knees, but mostly weak legs. And I was just, in the uh, plus size section. Um, and I'm standing there waiting for my mom to stop looking at the dresses so that we can start buying the stuff and leaving because I hate shopping. Unless I'm the one shopping in a specific store that I like. Then I want to spend at least 10 minutes there and then I want to get the fuck out anyway. I don't like standing. And so I'm just standing there waiting for my mom, and this lady comes walking up walking the exact opposite way she's supposed to, because you got arrows that's going all the way down around the main area of the store towards the front, and then you can move back, and then there's also arrows saying, hey, enter this road this way, or enter it in a different road, drop down and turn and whatnot. Navigate like you have a brain for a second. And this chick just starts walking opposite the arrow, right up to me, walks past me, stops, starts walking the right way, stops, cuts, and then walks the wrong way again over to some lady, and I'm just like, yeah, no, I don't think buffets would be a really good idea right now.
Probably not.
Because then there's a lot of people touching the silverware, not the silverware, the serving silverware, the servingware.
Yeah.
There'll be a bunch of people touching that, and you can't just disinfect it after everyone touches it. That's not practical. You practically need to hire someone just to do that job alone. And people are just going to keep grabbing, and then they're not. You're a restaurant, so they're going to be like, well, I can't wear a mask while eating, but I also don't feel like putting my mask back on and using the hand sanitizer, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Take proper precautions. I don't feel like doing that. I just want to get another helping of food from the buffet, and that's potentially, well, it's just stupid in my opinion. So I don't think my store should do that. Not really.
Yeah.
And it was already basically, scientists were trying to say that this restaurants that have buffet shouldn't do their buffet. They should just only do, the dine-in orders or takeout, no buffet. And I can understand, I deeply enjoy the appeal of buffets. Buffets are great, as much food as you want for a very decent price, or an okay enough price. Maybe not decent, but it's better than trying to just order a single dish for yourself or anyone in your little group. Definitely love Chinese food buffets, but pizza buffets
You
are good
fucking
too.
bitch.
Yes, I am. Thank you. He knows we're doing this, and he still didn't just keep it to himself. It's great. But I agree, we probably shouldn't do any buffets as long as people don't know how to follow arrows.
Yeah.
Like, if they had the true effect in video games where you start walking on the wrong arrow and you start going backwards, then yes, we should open up buffets. Because then people would have no choice but to obey. But life's not like that. And it's sad. And I don't want life to continue like this. I want the game logic.
Yeah, you want game logic?
Yeah. But oh well, can't have it. Can't have it. My brain's not working very well right now. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm just trying to work on this piece.
Oh, I'm fully aware. I know how you are, Redison. I know your dirty little tricks.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, just get her talking, and then I can just work on this and not have to concentrate on anything other than this, and then I win. I beat her. She thinks she's gonna have fun, but she's not. She's gonna talk the entire time. Wow. Well, touche, Red. I'm trapped in my own awkwardness because I can handle silence, but I still don't like it. I don't like it when it's too quiet.
Yeah.
It makes me uncomfortable. So I have to fill the silence with some sort of talking, unless I completely zone out and then my brain just does the rest. It just goes like, hey, you remember this song, but you don't remember the lyrics to this song, so it's just kind of like the melody. You remember that? Yeah, let's listen to that for a few minutes. And I'm like, this totally isn't insanity or anything like that. I'll enjoy this as much as I can. And then I do. There's something about this drawing I'm doing that makes me rather upset, and I can't quite figure it out. But when I do, I probably won't say anything, because it'll make me too mad. Or I might say something because I want people to laugh at me.
Oh my
We're all gonna laugh at you.
We're all gonna laugh at you. Very.
Never piss off never piss off a chick that's on her period. That, I think, is what the movie was about. The book was about. Something like that. Don't pour pig's blood on someone with superpowers or something like that.
Pretty much.
One of those statements is true. I hope. I read it, I swear. I also read it, I swear. High school wild times. You spend a good portion of freshman year reading the book It, and then you realize that they have a weird sewer orgy scene, but you're only allowed to read it at school, so you're kind of just sitting in class reading about a bunch of kids having sex, and you just look around, you poor virgin, you like, is this wrong? It is. The answer is yes, it was completely wrong. But I also wanted to finish the book. And My fucking god. I'm pretty sure every school had their own little like the basic reading test system. You
Yeah.
read a book, you get points for it. Well, my school converted those points into actual prizes, and Stephen King's It had so many fucking points. I think it was like 300 points at least. That's how many points it was. And like all the books that my other classmates wanted to read, they were only like 50 points maybe a pop, because like littler books, not like over 1,000 pages, which is what this uncut Stephen King It version was like 1,107 pages or something like that. But I remembered it so well that senior year I took the test. I took that reading test for someone else so that they could get points, because they couldn't like afford lunch or something like that, and so they were hungry and they wanted points. So I took the test for them, and I only got one question wrong.
Oh, nice.
That's how well I remembered it. Yeah, and there's like I can't remember if it was 20 or 30 questions or not. I don't remember how many questions it was, but I only missed one. I was always good at tests, and that's something that made my mother slightly frustrated and my father extremely annoyed. Because tests weren't something I necessarily needed to study for, because I paid attention in class. For the most part. I also read and did art in class, but, knock me for what you want. But I did really well on tests because I remembered everything that I felt like I needed to remember. And so I would I would never turn in homework assignments, or I'd do very poorly on homework assignments because I'd never complete the homework. And then I'd take the test and I'd do fairly well. I'm not talking, great. I passed, basically. Whether or not it'd be barely, it didn't matter to me. Mostly anywhere from C's to like high B, low A. That's how well I did on tests.
Yeah.
There's a whole show your work kind of mentality that never translated very well, because teachers like to know you're doing well before they go to test you on whether or not you remember any of it. So you can imagine the awkwardness I had senior year, when my counselor, the senior counselor, tried to explain to me that I needed to get a certain percentage on my semester test for my English class, or I would have to repeat the grade.
Yeah.
So, she told me that, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, no problem. And she was like, no, I don't think you understand. You need to get a specific score in order to even graduate. And it was like I needed to get like a 79 on the test or something like that. I needed to get a high C, low B, whatever. And I was like, yeah, no, that I heard you. Not a problem. It won't be a single problem at all. And she was like really skeptical, because like I'm literally teetering on failing. Stop stepping on me. I'm not your footstepper. Literally trying not to fail, kind of. So what ended up happening was, seniors that year, it was English. I want to say just the English class, but I don't think it was. All of our semester tests that were like an actual like core test, I'm pretty sure we did it in like the multi-purpose room. I want to say it was in the multi-purpose room, which the multi-purpose room was a small room that mostly housed the wrestling mats for my high school, behind the actual gym. So it was like the main hallway, the gym, a small hallway that circled all the way from one side of the building to about where the front office was, and then there was the multi-purpose room. We also did blood drives there. So we're all sitting in there doing the test, and I'm just, breezing through it. And usually, if I breeze through the test, I failed it. But I was very confident because I remembered everything I needed to for this semester test.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't hard. It was England English, mostly about like Shakespeare and I want to say Lord of the Rings. Yeah, that's basically all it was about. It was kind of great. Two fairly simple concepts in my mind, because semesters is half the year. First half of the year was Beowulf and there was another one. There was fuck, I can't remember what it was. I can't remember, and I feel bad. It was some other English, really early English with like the whole plague doctor and a priest and stuff like that. Some kind of commute, the fancy church word for commute to a specific holy place or something like that. I can't remember what it was to save the life of me. But I remembered the details well enough to pass the fucking first semester test. It was the second one that I remembered greatly because I remember watching Lord of the Rings. And that was good enough for half of the test. I read half the book too and tried to spark note the rest of it. That did not work out.
It doesn't sound like it does.
No, but like there was specific things that I was like, oh, this will probably be on the test, and I looked and it was, oh yeah, it's definitely on the fucking test. Wow, and it's worded the exact same fucking way. Oh my goodness. But in case anyone was wondering, I got a 91 on this semester test. 91%. All I needed was a 79, and I just went bottom A. I was the second highest score on the standard class, like the standard because it was an advanced English class.
Oh yeah.
My brother was in a very similar position, except he needed to get an 85, I want to say, on his semester test. But he didn't pay attention in class, nor did he study for shit when he knew he wasn't going to remember anything. And he got the exact score he needed to pass, so he basically feels like he got pity passed, and all I could do is agree. This is the kid who, my brother was the type of person, he grew into the type of person that didn't want to do anything himself, but also expected shit to get handed to him. Because that's how my father wanted him to be. So, I was doing a project for that same English class. It was the only reason why I didn't have to get as an impressive grade as an 85 bare minimum, or I fail. Because he had the same talk with that same counselor. It was hilarious. And I took my driver's ed little fold-out thing because I didn't have any money, so I wasn't going to buy more poster space. I took some paper and I put it over, and all I did was I drew like the map of Middle Earth on there and called it good. It took me most of the evening to do it.
Yeah.
But while I'm working on this, not done with it yet, I was working on it, my brother walks up and asks if he can use it for his presentation because he hasn't done anything for it at all. Now, I started this the day before presentations were due. He didn't do shit, and so he got a 0 for the project. So yeah, not surprised. This is also the dude who junior year was American English, so we did more of the famous American writers. and or people who mostly publish their stuff in America. So probably got their citizenships. They didn't have to be, born in America. I say that because I did my presentation on Ayn Rand, who, if no one knows who Ayn Rand is, she is a writer that was from Soviet Russia, communist Soviet Russia, and she basically, all of her writings were about individualism and the importance of being a single person versus being, the collective. That is what communist Russia was. You lose your identity, and you're just part of the system when it comes to the communistic principle. And so her whole thing was highlighting how individuals really made society. It wasn't just, it wasn't the Apple company that brought us so far. It wasn't even Steve Jobs, but the other dude, that poor Russian dude, that really started things off. It was one person. And I had read a little bit of Atlas Shrugged, which was pretty boring because it was just about a train chick and a metal dude trying to make the best train system, I guess, around. It was really weird. I didn't like it. But the whole concept was people who weren't being acknowledged and people who were successful, but other people were really greedy about. They just didn't want to live in that kind of world anymore, so they just fucking disappeared. And this was all set up. This wasn't set up in Soviet Russia. This was set up in America with like a Soviet, communistic society, is what this book was set up as. So, as you can imagine, the presentation went really well because I fucking remember it. I was also very terrified when it came to speaking in front of people, especially the class that I've known for like 2 to 3 to 4 years. It was the same people. No one new really came in very often. Still petrified. Hated talking in front of people. I'd be slightly less comfortable talking in like a live stream like this back in high school, but don't matter. I'm not the same person back then. I'm still terrified of speaking in front of people though, so fuck my heart. So this is the same. My brother is the same person who never wanted to do anything, like I said, and wanted to get handed shit. So in junior year in our American English class, we needed to remember and recite Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. So the whole concept was it wasn't very long. It had a nice flow to it. And so after a healthy amount of practicing, you too could remember the Gettysburg Address. It wasn't particularly difficult. But my brother didn't want to study worth shit. So what ended up happening was that he went, well, if I can't remember, this is the day before, if I can't remember the Gettysburg Address, I'll just start, saying some lines from movies and go as far as I can until, the teacher cuts me off. Which, I can't say it was hard to do. I just can't remember it very well because it's been a long time since I've been like, hey, recite the Gettysburg Address. But it's like, it goes like, 407 years ago, our fathers brought forth to this continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. That's the first line, by the way. That's the first period right there. I hated it. And in that nation, so conceived and so dedicated, and that's about where my mind wanders off. Basically, it goes on to say that there is some strife in there, Um, blah, 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 blah. You're offering me bread. Thank you.
Spinach.
Yes, I'd like a sandwich. My brother got to 7 years ago, and then immediately went off. We feud, we happy feud, we band of brothers, and then she cut him off. She just stopped him right there. And so I got to all the way to the end. Just, I fumbled in the middle, but I got right back on to where my brain remembered, and I just went straight to the end. And I got also a 91 because I fucking tried. My brother, he got a 19%. Dude, don't we have sliced cheese?
You want some of that cheese on your sandwich?
What?
You want some of that cheese on your sandwich?
Yes! That's why I mentioned this makes no sense to me. But, you see, when it came to why I managed to do better on things than my brother, instead of, pointing out the fact that my brother didn't attempt to do shit, he didn't care, he just didn't put effort into actually doing well, my father just simply said that things were easier for me to remember, and things came easier to me than they did my brother. You see, I had it easy because I was just good at remembering things.
Oh yeah, how we do things.
Oh yes, that's how that works. It wasn't the fact that he didn't put an effort in at all, at any point, ever. It's totally because I'm just better at it. But also, I wasn't any better than my brother. There's that other disclaimer. I was better at something than my brother, but I was never better at anything. My brother was better at everything. My brother was better.
Oh gosh.
I don't understand.
Butter.
My brother was butter. I never understood any of it because it was all bullshit. I wonder if I can cheat and use like a little background filter thing. I don't want rainbow, I want water. I'm too lazy for this. I want to eat my sandwich. Underwater, smoke, winds flare.
Yeah.
None of this is what I wanted. I'm gonna put rain 2 in the background and then rain 2 up front and slightly transparent, and then I'll be done.
Cool.
You already finished?
Yeah, that's the best I'm gonna do.
Coward.
Right now.
Oh my goodness. Kill me every time, Red.
I do?
You get me distracted and then you just swoop up and take that win. You're like, yes, it's getting real heated here. Now I can finish.
Yeah,
I know her weakness.
I still have a lot to work on with my art, but that takes time.
Yeah? Yeah. It does.
That goes.
Our one viewer disappeared.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna call that there. Everybody says yes. Wow. And now I'm choking on the sandwich, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting it real good.
Ooh.
Yeah, I can feel it as it hits my soul. It's choking me now. Uh, I think I did really well. How lazy I am.
Yeah, I got a little lazy in the end.
Fun. Ah,
There you go.
I think it's pretty good. What do you think?
I like yours better than mine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Because I'm judgy towards my
Yeah.
art. I don't know.
I mean, yours is definitely a little rough,
Yeah, mine
but
is still rough.
it's still good.
Yeah, I like it, but I could have done a little bit better. But my laziness and hunger told me I need to eat food.
Right? Food's so good. Um, so you were spending most of me ranting, eating food?
No,
Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm starved.
Thought I told you to eat.
I ate a bowl of cereal, but now I'm hungry.
Good.
Now I want a sandwich.
Grounded. Yeah, I'm having a sandwich. So, what do you want to do next time? So we can promise people.
Um,
You also never showed my finished contest. The contest works. You never posted them up. I still have to finish this last one. So
oh yeah. Okay, I'm up there.
yeah, I'm about. Right now I'm finishing it up, but I'm about done with it. I'm more confused about what the hell's going on with this last one, but whatever. So what we doing next time?
Either we can go into the bees of Japanese folklore, or we can do something else.
How about this? We pick 5 different countries and we go through alphabetically through all their two or three, depending on whether or not you get stuck, of their mythical creatures in alphabetical order.
Okay.
Who would you want to do next?
Um. Ooh. I don't know where this one is, but I want to do it. It's the big humanoid white uh, giant sea monster. I think he's in he's usually in the cold parts of the world, so he's like all the way in uh, Antarctica, I believe.
Oh boy.
I don't know.
Okay, you want that cultures,
Excuse me.
or just you want to draw that one?
I don't know.
Because if you don't, if we can do one-offs where you just draw that one thing, but if you want, I want to also invest in some different countries and cultures.
Yeah, I believe.
I don't want there to be a Japanese bias.
No, we'll look into other stuff, like we could do Indonesian, because, well, one of our streams is going to be about Indonesia?
Well,
Sorry, not Indonesia.
well, I just went folklore, Indonesian folklore. Yeah.
Yep, hopefully. But,
You want to see this one?
what one?
The one I'm trying to exit out of. In a second, I gotta exit out of it, and then I gotta export it because I'm done. I'm tired of playing with it, messing with it. I'm on my least favorite part, which is just the background, and I don't like it.
That's just rain.
What? No. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
Oh, that one. Very sassy.
You want to know what the note says?
Hmm.
The note says, "Made you look, you sick fuck."
Oh, nice.
Right?
Perfect.
Yeah. I'm happy about the feet. I dislike the background.
Oh, yeah. Feet look good.
Yeah. Dish. I sent it to Dish. So good. I'm definitely doing a ooh woo. By the way, the one you said that why do you look sad? You know when I go oh and ooh woo?
Yeah.
Letter U, W U. That's ooh woo, which is like a content face, like a smug little happy face.
Oh, yeah.
And oh is like kind of shocked, like oh,
Oh.
just oh. Yeah, so I was doing a smug little yes face, and you're like, why are you sad? I'm like, I'm not sad.
I'm smug. There's a difference, Red.
Let's see. I'm actually content with the.
Jesus, are you still going?
What? Yeah, the credits are still rolling. It wasn't even that good of a game. What did he just say? It actually was really good. Nah, Gears of War is good.
Anyways, should head out. Because Red's hungry.
To our next one, or just you just start actually get to eat some.
I'm gonna go eat something. I'm gonna make myself a club BLT.
I'll convince Hito to make me another sandwich.
Beautiful. Well, we will see you guys in the next stream or next episode, because this will be posted up on my YouTube channel. If you want to go check it out, it'll be there. And we will be back, me and Kaneko, for some Dead by Daylight.